Okay, let's see. I have a couple more feeding videos for everybody. I am down to, or up to, I guess you can say, I acquired a few alligator lizards, one of which you guys probably saw on the news on Friday. One corn snake, 3 sharp-tail snakes, and a garter snake. The sharp-tail snakes, in my experience, they don't really do too well in captivity. I've never really had much luck with them, so I'm probably gonna release them. I found them out in a yard, so I'll probably release them out on our farm. Maybe they'll help eat some slugs out there. I don't know, but the garter snake doing pretty good. It's just a little one, really hard to find fish small enough for it, but it seems to be doing pretty good with the large meals it's been getting. I found two breeding garter snakes out by the workshop last week, I think it was. It was pretty impressive, the size of the female as opposed to the size of the male. The female must have been between 3 and 4 feet long. The male maybe 12 inches. Pretty impressive. But anyway, that's about that. The news. As far as the news goes, I am getting somewhere, it bounces between 100 and 150 views per day. That is not per video, obviously. I mean, you could see that on the counter. That is for all the videos combined on the YouTube statistics, between 1 and 150 a day. I think there's something like 152 or 153 videos up there right now, so I don't know. It's going to be really interesting because my little makeshift office here and the third room are going to get a makeover very soon. Work should be started within the next month, probably. New roof, bunch of new, taking all the sheetrock down, new insulation, new sheetrock, new lighting, new everything. Pretty much brand new everything. So I'm not exactly sure where I'm going to do the videos. Maybe I'll have to do them in the living room, or I'll find a spot. It's getting to that time of the year where it's pretty nice outside, so maybe we can go out to some different locations out in nature, in the wild, and do the news in some spots like that. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. I've gotten a few recommendations, like I asked for, about how to make the news better. One of which, the one I think is probably the best so far, and I totally agree with it, is from username Mr. Cody Randolph, which he said I should be more enthusiastic in the videos. I'm rather monotone, and I actually agree with that. I don't know if that was supposed to be offensive or not, but anyway, it wasn't offensive. I agree with it. It's I'm not exactly sure. I mean, you would think to be more enthusiastic, it's not rocket science. Be more enthusiastic. It's easy, but it's not. It's not easy. It's pretty difficult. But anyway, for the sake of not wanting to make you sit here and watch a 20-hour video, I will call it quits now. Finish the video with the remainder of the snake feeding, if there is any. You've probably noticed right up here, it's been playing the whole time. So anyway, yeah, be good to each other. Don't miss the news tomorrow. What else real quick? Oh, YouTube is now allowing me, for some reason, I don't know why they never did before, or when I do the annotations, to put a subscribe link right in the video. So I'm really going to be taking advantage of that, trying to get more and more subscribers. If you haven't subscribed yet, do it now. I will have that link maybe up here or down here, this entire video. So anyway, yeah, be good to each other. If you're in Northern California, it looks like it's gonna turn pretty crappy tonight, and I think Wednesday and Thursday, maybe Friday, it's supposed to be rainy anyway. Maybe this weekend will be a good time to go looking for snakes. Anyway, be good to each other. Have fun.
Find out as Danny blasts through the Alps. Like I've seen in Star Wars when the monster came out. light year is the distance that light can travel in a year. Light travels at 186,000 miles per second, which makes 1 light year nearly 6 trillion miles. There's no such thing as close to home in the universe. For now, we're not able to go to a star that far away, but we can certainly gather its light. In 2007, a large orbiting telescope named Kepler will begin to stare at over 100,000 sun-like stars in our galaxy. It won't look for wobbling stars. It will search for blinking stars and be able to find out things the wobble method can't.
Frequent Earths are they very, very common, or are they very, very rare? If they're very common, there's probably life throughout the galaxy. They're just waiting for us to contact that can join the club. If the opposite is true, if these giant planets people are finding destroy the small ones, then Earth might be alone. We might be the only planet out there.
Kepler will find terrestrial planets using the transit method. When planets pass in front of their stars, they cut off some of the light, causing the star to dim briefly. Kepler's telescope will literally stare into space.
When we look at the atmospheres of other planets, that we could maybe infer from those signatures that life was there as well.
The combinations of chemicals on Earth could be repeated on any planet in space, and all of these chemicals are now identifiable from a distance.
And we'll be looking for things like signs of water in the atmosphere, carbon dioxide, which would indicate that it's got a substantial atmosphere, ozone, which says that there's oxygen in the atmosphere. And all these taken together, each one tells you something about the likelihood that the planet is either inhabited or maybe habitable. If you can find methane, American basketball, that you can conclude the life is on that planet.
And in the right place in a solar system, many now believe that the combination of these elements will almost certainly mean life.
My personal opinion is that we are going to find rocky planets as common as grains of sand on the beach. I think they are going to be everywhere. I think that will just be the nature of the universe. I don't think we're going to be unusual. The next question is life. What kind of life are we going to find on those planets? And again, this is nothing more than a personal opinion. I think that pond scum is going to be very common. You know, microbial life. The stuff that you find in tidal pools, the green algae. I think it's going to be very common. Conversely, I think intelligent life is going to be extremely rare, as rare as the other kind of life is common.
But we've yet to find a planet that falls within the habitable zone and is rocky and small enough to be suitable for life, like the Earth.
I believe that the most challenging limitation for planetary really is the gravity. And it's because